Welcome back to Stride University. This tutorial is going to be one of the longer ones because we're going to go into some more details. I won't go into all of the very fine details, but I want to show you all of the different settings and functions that you can change and manipulate within the product itself, as well as go over some of the different terminologies. So first off, um, we're back on our barcode scanner in the inventory module, and we're on the general information tab. Now this is where you're going to set the general information for these products. And the product type, we have 3 or 4 different types. There's consumables, service, storable product, and event tickets. Now, event tickets are tied to the event module, so if you don't have that, you won't see that here. And here I'm going to tie in and talk about the 3 main different types of products that we have and can be created. The first on this list is a consumable. Now these are products that oftentimes if you would use a purchase order to bring these products in, and but then you're not tracking inventory. So these are items that are oftentimes like shop supplies or other things like that that aren't tracked in your inventory. You might not be selling them. And the main difference as well is here is it's not keeping track of inventory, and the items it's expensed as it's received. So as soon as that item is received, it's expensed on the P&L and balance sheet. The next one is a service, and as you might understand, this is like a service. This can be an hourly rate or services that you provide if you have bicycle repairs and a general tune-up is a service. You might set that there. The main difference here is this doesn't show up unless you remove the default filter on the inventory tab as an actual product. It does show up as a service. And the last, and this is probably the most common, is a storable product. And this is something that you want to keep track of the inventory, and the product is only expensed as it's sold. So it'll make that cost of good entry every time you sell this particular item. So those are the different product types. Our invoicing policy, this is for like your e-commerce or delivery. So if you invoice someone based on the ordered quantities, or we have the delivered quantities, and you can set that how you want. And then from here you have your units of measure. You can change these. We have other tutorials. You can purchase in different units of measure. They need to be within the same unit of measure category, but this is where you can set those. This is where you're going to set your sales price. We typically recommend that this is your MSRP, and then from here you can set the discount through a price list or through promotional rules. In customer taxes, more often than not, you will set this as you'll leave it blank if it's a service product, or you will set it as you will have one on yours that will be called default tax. And our system is set up to map that default tax based on where the item was purchased and other things. Now, cost. Stride typically bases its cost on FIFO accounting. If you need it otherwise, that will need to be set up in your onboarding and discussed with your onboarding specialist. Otherwise, this is pre-populated at the average cost on product import if you have existing data, or through the PO price, and we are, like I said, FIFO based. Our product category can be, each item can have one product category, and from there it can be set, and these can be hierarchical, and you can see the configuration here. This is where most of the product default accounting will show up, and all of that. And you can have an internal reference and a barcode. These can be the same, they can be different, and you can give products tags. If you have multi-company turned on, you can select the company that this product belongs to. Otherwise, that will just be left blank, or will be defaulted to your main company. And then any internal notes. That's kind of the general overview of the general information on the products. If you have questions about those, you can always hover over the question mark here, and it will give you kind of a hint at what that means. and get some more information that way, or consult the documentation or your onboarding specialist. Thanks.